Jazzcast Pros.
Are you someone who consumes caffeine all day, even well into the evening, well past when you know you should? Are you also someone who has issues settling down to get to sleep? If the answer is yes, this episode is definitely for you. Welcome, my overcaffeinated, sleep-hungry friends, to the Doze Podcast. This is a place where we explore ways to transform your sleep. I'm your host, Kuczkowski, and today I'm diving into the relationship between sleep and one of the most consumed substances in the world, caffeine. Plus, I'm going to share with you a little unknown remedy that might just help you catch some quality Z's even after that late-day caffeine fix. Now, as you know, caffeine is something that gives you that much-needed boost as it's a powerful stimulant. And it's found in coffee, tea, pop, energy drinks, even some medications, even some candy. And it helps you power through the day, but it can also really mess with your sleep. So how can caffeine affect your sleep? Well, first, it keeps you awake because caffeine blocks a brain chemical known as adenosine, which makes you feel sleepy as it builds up throughout the day. By blocking this chemical, caffeine makes you feel more awake and alert, which can be great during the day, but problematic when you're trying to wind down at night. It can delay falling asleep because caffeine keeps you alert, and it can make it harder to fall asleep at usual bedtime. And if you have caffeine in the afternoon or evening, it can interfere with your ability to fall asleep when you want to. It reduces sleep quality. Even if you do fall asleep, caffeine can still affect how well you sleep because it can reduce the amount of deep sleep that you get, which is that restorative part of your sleep cycle. And that means that you might still wake up feeling tired even if you've gotten enough sleep. It can lead to more wake-ups. Caffeine can cause more frequent awakenings during the night, disrupting your sleep cycle. And this can lead to more fragmented and less refreshing sleep overall. And caffeine can linger in your system, as it has a long half-life, meaning it stays in your system for several hours. And if you drink coffee or any kind of other caffeinated beverages later in the day, a large part of the caffeine can still be in your body at bedtime, making it harder to get a good night's sleep. In short, while caffeine is great for keeping you awake during the day, it can seriously interfere with your sleep if it's consumed too late or in large amounts. And how it affects your sleep really depends on your metabolism, your genetics, and how much caffeine you usually consume. I've had clients who can drink black tea in the morning, and it be the reason they have trouble sleeping later at night. Everyone has a different sensitivity to caffeine. One cup can make one person jittery, while a whole pot can not really have an effect on another. But here's the thing. If you find yourself in the situation where you've indulged in a bit too much caffeine and now you are regretting it and you're lying awake, counting the hours into the morning, I may have just the solution for you. And that is broccoli. Now hear me out. Yes, broccoli. It contains compounds that support your liver, which is the organ responsible for processing caffeine. Some studies show that eating broccoli and other similar cruciferous vegetables like Brussels sprouts or cauliflower or kale can help your body get rid of caffeine faster. But if you're looking for a more targeted approach, you can also get it in supplement form. So you can get broccoli extract. And it could be an option to consider if you want to strip it from your system to improve your sleep in a quicker way. But I want you to remember that while it can help, right, it's not a magic fix and it's not going to work for you as an everyday solution. The best approach is still to be mindful of when you have caffeine, and you want to try to avoid it 6 to 8 hours before bedtime. You also want to keep in mind when and how much you're consuming and try to limit it in those hours leading up to bedtime, depending on what that looks like for your schedule. You have to learn your limits and what works best for you. But I do have a last few other things you can also try to help your body clear caffeine faster besides the broccoli. Drink water. Staying hydrated helps your kidneys to flush out caffeine. Milk thistle. This herb supports liver function and can help detox your system, including clearing out caffeine. Vitamin B, especially B1 and B6, can help your liver process and eliminate caffeine. Magnesium, which is, of course, my favorite. It helps to relax the muscles and the nerves, but it can also counteract caffeine-stimulating effects. But last, and of course the best, is time. The most effective way to clear caffeine is simply to let time pass, as it takes, as I mentioned, that 5 to 8 hours for your body to reduce the caffeine level by half. So the next time that you're tempted to reach for that afternoon coffee or any other kind of caffeinated drink, I want you to think about how it might impact your sleep later or how it's going to impact your day tomorrow. And if you find yourself needing a little help to clear caffeine from your system, consider trying one of these tips. As always, thank you for listening. Until next time, I'm back every Wednesday with a new episode, ready to empower you to take control of your sleep. If you've enjoyed what you heard, please subscribe to the Doze Podcast with a Z. I still have lots to share with you as we work together towards creating solutions around your unique sleep challenges and needs. Until then, remember your pure potential if you change how well you sleep.